Testing 1, 2, everybody. My name is Adonis D. Johnson. This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. We're going to give it the Invisible Crown Army, as well as you guys take your positions and take your place. Welcome. This is a peaceful self-empowerment feed. We streaming live on YouTube as well as Facebook Live. Please follow the business page, as well as don't forget to subscribe. What's going on? Welcome everybody in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you speak, then speak. If you don't, then chill, sit to the side, and let's just make this thing happen, right? For all of us. I got to put some music on so you can make your way in, right? What's going on, everybody? Listen up. This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown, right? Man, I welcome you. Peace and blessings. Bless the feed lines. Bless everybody that made time for themselves today. This is not the normal, right? This is so unorthodox, right? I am a self-help teacher, a transformation coach. Transformation is basically helping you in your transition. I am not taking responsibility for anybody but myself. And I say that because I believe we can become leaders, and we need to be leaders in order for others to see the goodness that shines in us and that shines through us. We have the ability, we have the power to produce. The real question is, do we have that availability? I want to thank you. I want to welcome you as the invisible crown begins to come in. I cannot pull this feed off without a certain group of people. What I learned throughout my walk is that there's no self-made person. Unfortunately, you the only one that had to get yourself through this day. Some of us, we wake up, we talk to God, or we talk to whoever we talk to, we meditate, we do what we do, and boom, we into the day, right? And I think that needs a different approach. I think sometimes we gotta get into the beginning. Meet me at the starting line. This is where we start at. This is a week that's ahead of us right now, and for me, I want to start using the spirit. I want to use my relationships. I want to use my wisdom. I want to use the things that I have gained in order to get the results. So what did I do? I looked to set up this feed and I come on giving my time away. It doesn't cost you anything. This is my way of giving back due to all the things that I have been through, all the things that I have experienced, all the things that I have seen. I think my contribution in the world is helping other people. So I like to see my people that really want another opportunity at this thing called life. Those that literally looking for another chance, right? Some of us, we only failed because we didn't have the help that we needed in order to get things done. Some people watched you make some of the worst decisions and looked at you. This is the wrong time right now to fall asleep on yourself. I want to wake everybody up. I want to wake you up so that you can receive something that you possibly can't get on your own, right? There's so many people around you that's waiting for you to fail, waiting for you to fall, waiting for you to drown. And believe me, I don't even want you to give them that privilege right now. So please hold your position. Please get in the best position that you can get in. Please get here. I'm waiting. The doors is open right now. I'm looking for a few other people. I don't know what be going on with my feed line. Sometimes things be hitting my feed line. I have to start on time. I have to start on time if I plan on getting the things that we need to get. We come on in the 7 o'clock hour. Notice I said the 7 o'clock hour. Sometimes this thing might not jump off until 7:10, 7:05. But today we got here on time. I was told to start on time. I will be fasting along with the Invisible Crown Army. On the first, we fast the first of every month. I believe we still got a little more time for that. I take what I do very serious. And being that I take what I do very serious, I only ask for respect in return. right? There's many people that's being called out of some of the places that they are in life. And this feed line is the only thing that they have to help them regain self-control. This feed line is the only thing they have in order to understand the power of self-love, right? Self-encouragement and self-development. So I just ask that you guys will show the respect to those that on the feed line by being conscious about what you type in. If you don't want to see the comments of other people that have been here, this feed been going on for 4 years now. And you can touch the screen and just swipe to the right, I believe. And you won't be able to see none of the comments. That way you can hear the voice of instructions. You can hear the voice that you need to hear in order to make the adjustments that's necessary in your own life. So let me explain how some of these things work. And I'm going to get up off of here as quickly as I possibly can. When I call a timeout, I call the timeout on the battlefield. The battlefield is called life. That's the narrative that I'm creating. I want to change the narrative of how we view things, right? On the battlefield, that's where you at today. That's where we at today. We're not in a church building. We're not in a church atmosphere. We literally out here on the battlefield. This battlefield is called life. Anything goes on the battlefield. Let's just be clear. I don't look for the perfect people. I think a lot of people look for perfect people, and that's why they end up being disappointed, frustrated, and failing miserably because we're looking for something. In this world, you're not going to find the perfect person. The perfect person has to find you, and you will find yourself today if I got something to do with it. We're going to spend our time, and we're going to take our time, and we're going to run this thing, and we're going to run this place, and we're going to get to where we need to get to, whether you like it or not. If you give me the opportunity to make it happen, I guarantee you by the time you look up, you'll be in a whole nother place right now. I'm not here to play with you. I hope you don't look forward to playing with me because this thing is serious. I don't look to agree with the way you think. I look to challenge the way you think in hope that you can think something different. We came into this world and we learned some stuff, right? We learned some stuff from some people, right? That's the only way you know what you know is because you had to learn something. But keep in mind, you didn't install this stuff yourself. You had to learn this stuff. For some of you, I have many type of people on this feed line, right? Very educated people, your degree that you have, right? You got your degree because you had to go listen to somebody teach you something, essays, assignments, right? Interns, whatever it is it took to accomplish what you have. You learned it from somebody else, okay? Some of us, we spent a long time in school learning, right? And today, one of the things you might learn is don't take out a school loan. If you ain't getting a full ride, it might not be worth it. Some people, I know someone right now that's literally in debt with a PhD. PhD, they get paid, got a nice job, but they maxed out in terms of living. Then I know people that never went to school and they living like millionaires right now, right? And in this world, it's so confusing, right? It's so confusing. But since we have to be here on the battlefield, playing this game called life, you have to change the way you view this thing. I'm here to help you. That's what I did. I changed the way I looked at life and everything changed around me. My situation didn't have to change. I changed in the midst of my situation. That's why I'm considered to be a transformation coach. Sometimes it's very difficult for people to receive me for who I am because they want me to be who they want me to be. I can only be what God created me to be. And I'm happy to accept that title. I'm happy to accept that assignment. People want to put me in roles that I didn't ask to be in. I believe there's so many actors out here acting that they don't have no directors. How is it that people want to be children of God, but God can't direct them to do anything? He can't direct you to date. He can't direct you to know how to manage money. He can't direct you to start a new business. He can't direct you to sit here and be a good representation of what the new understanding that he's giving you and what he's trying to say in you and through you to manifest around you. How can God direct your life, direct your movie, direct your relationship, direct your family if you don't want to play the role you're supposed to play? So if you not the actor, then who is these actors you keep inviting in your life that's messing up your movie right now? This movie supposed to be about prosperity. How did your movie turn into a horror scene right now? How did you die literally at the start of the movie? You had one line and one line only. But God gave you many scripts to say. Many scripts. He gave you many scripts to say. Give me honor, give me praise, and give me glory. He created you for those particular reasons, and yet you messed up. And you want somebody else to play your role. You want somebody else to stand in your shoes. You want somebody else to feel what it is that you feel. You want somebody else to experience an experience that was only assigned to you because you have not done what you're supposed to do. For some of us, let me tell you something. I recognize now we leaders, but we've been called to some places we would have never went on our own. But for you and some of the Visible Crown Army, you better mount up right now because we got to go in. We got to go in and we got to go free some people. If you ain't freeing nobody today, you're going to free yourself today. Free yourself with some new understanding. Free yourself with another opportunity. Free yourself by going to another level. Within who? Within yourself. To find higher self is to find God in you and you in God. So guess what, you guys? I can't go no further because it already sounds like something trying to come out of me right now. But I only called the time out. I called the time out on your life. I called the time out on titles. I called the time out on anything that might have a hold on you that will keep you from being you. Some of you ain't seen you. But today you're going to meet something in you that's waiting for an opportunity to align itself up with you. So I'm going to call the time out. I believe in the spirit believes in me. I think I can get this thing done. If you work with me, I'm willing to work with you. This is a huddle in a huddle. This is when we come together. We ain't really got to say much. This still so that the coach, the real coach, the transformation coach, the mighty coach, the Prince of Peace, the wonderful counselor, he can come on in and give us what we need. But if you don't need him, I need him in order to talk to you. So God, I ask that you will come down right now. Come down in this huddle right now. We need you in a way like we never needed you before right now. God, we recognize we got too many imposters in our life right now, too many naysayers in our life right now. God, we got too many people acting like they there and they really ain't there. They acting like they want to do something, but they really ain't done nothing, trying to squeeze in a position that you ain't called for them to be in. God, I ask that any position that's open right now, and if somebody falsely operating in that position, I ask that you would disable them, cancel them out, remove them, eject them, decrease them, get them up out the way, get them up out our life. Even if we gave them access, God, we change our confession right now. We ask that you will break any yoke that tried to yoke itself with something that it wasn't capable of yoking itself with. Yes, God, let your glory reign in us and through us. Come on now, y'all, we are planting ourselves, God, for you to come in and arrest every thought, every motive, anything that we might have done knowingly or unknowingly. We confess right now. We don't have to speak it, but God, you feel it right now. You feel it in the meditation of our heart right now that we need you more than anything else in order to even experience something called life. Forgive us for thinking we could do this thing called life without you. Forgive us for thinking we can have a relationship without you. Forgive us for thinking we can have resources without you, to say what we want to say without your approval, God. Forgive us for all the things we thought that we should have done that we did not do. God, we are in error of many things, but with your presence, we understand that the human capital is you, God. You are the spirit. You are the spirit. You are the guide. And today we asking that you will guide us back to realignment, calibrate our hearts, calibrate our minds. I recognize, God, you gave us certain type of people here, and I got to bring these people before you. But if I got to bring them before you, God, I'm going to need a favor out of you. Yeah. I'm going to need you to enable their ears. I need for them to hear right now. I need their ears to be enabled. I need their eyes to be enabled. I need their mind to be working properly in this moment. That God, if you can set our mind, if you can set our heart, if you can set our vision on you, God, then we can walk this thing out. You give angels charge over us, and we believe, God, that we are the invisible crown army. Those angels is taking its positions in these earthly human bodies right now, and we here and we are up against humanity right now. So God, we're grateful that the angels are mounting up right now, that we are the messages that you are sending back into this world, but we calling the time out. Sometimes it seems like the enemy is winning. Sometimes it seems like the enemy is winning around us. It seems like food is winning, people is winning, all those things that's going on in the world, God, we seeing those things and it's being magnified. So we ask that you will turn the volume down on things that are not productive for us. Turn the volume down on things that's causing us to go astray. Turn the volume down on things that will lead us in temptation, God. Turn the volume down on things that will hinder us and keep us from being delivered from the acts of evil. What's evil? The evil of jealousy, the evil of hate, the evil of frustration. Come on now. We got to be honest with you, God, because this is the moment we got right now. And since I stand in the gap right now, I recognize and I'm grateful for your presence. Your presence brings more peace than the world can ever be. We thank you, God, that you are the God of love. And with your love, you provided for us that we might have love for others that don't even have love for us. Come on now. I'm grateful, God, that we can lay it all out on the ground right now. We can put it all out on the table right now. Forget that. I'm grateful, God, that we can even come to a table. This table is what you created, and each and every last one of us that's been invited into this space, invited into this huddle, invited into this meet and greet right now. We come together to meet the Lord Jesus Christ, who reigned through each and every last one of us. We don't have a say-so in the matter when he overrides any and everything. Some of us, we've been too busy acting, and we've been ignoring the director. We've been messing up our own life, our own movie. But today, we going to sign up for a new role. Today, we being cast. Today, we getting a new cast. We getting a new cast that's going to play the parts that they supposed to play the position that they supposed to play. Hey, we moving every title, and we finna rewrite this script for the glory of God. Thank you, God, that you still allowed us to come back in this scene, in this grand finale, in this season, in this time. At this point, we are able to rise, lift our heads up, look to the sky, knowing that it is you, God, that's calling us back out there to try again. And we're grateful for this moment. We're grateful for this moment, the strength, the resources. We're grateful that when we come on behalf of our family members, our relatives. We even come for the ones that's against us right now. We're grateful, God, that we are the example that they need to see in order to find a relationship with you. But we recognize also that every experience that you have attached to us individually will be used to help somebody for your name's sake. For your name's sake, God, we are grateful for this moment, this opportunity, this hour, this time that we are able to share with you. And this is all for your name's sake. In Jesus' name, amen.
Yay!
Man.
Yay!
Now, come on, y'all. I ain't no pretending now. I got to be real with it, though. I got to be real with it. Yes, God. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me readjust. That's one thing about this little feed. Things can get real around here. Man. Yeah, things can get real around this thing real quick, you guys. So I'm going to move. For those people, I don't ask for permission, right? But I will ask for forgiveness. I don't ask you for your permission, but I will ask you for forgiveness, right? Forgive me if some things that I do is just a little too much for you, right? This is how we have to do it. I don't know if I'm saying this right or not. I think I'm broadcasting from the wrong Facebook feed, to be honest with you, because there's some resistance going on with my sign-ins. But don't matter. Gotta roll with what I gotta roll with. What's going on, everybody? This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. And I don't know if people watching the basketball game. I think that's tomorrow. But that don't matter. I want to let you know I'm streaming live from YouTube. And I'm also going live from Facebook. Please put your notifications on, right? Put your notifications on. Make sure you subscribe to both channels. Man, I'm so excited to even be here. Let me just get this little thing up here. Wanted to do a little recap, right? When I do my recaps, it's basically just me talking about some of the things that I tried to express in our last time together, right? Our last time together, I believe that if you have a relationship, that will open up the doorway for communication. For some of you, you just need the right type of communication. And unfortunately, as you heard me say in the prayer earlier, right? Too many actors and not enough directors. Directors are leaders. Directors is people that know how to play a position and know how to play a role. Some of you ladies, your girlfriends now, they don't know how to be your girlfriend. You got to watch out for who you bring in to your movie right now, right? Too many actors acting like they for you, and they really can't wait to see you fail. They can't wait to see you fall. They can't wait to see you repeat some of the stuff that you already been through, because they know when you are down, you coming to them. Some people love to be your crutch, but understand why they love to be your crutch. It's because you done put them in this role, you done put them in this position, and now you're confined into someone that can't even direct you back up out of here. The reason why you keep going through what you keep going through is probably because that's what they want you to do. They want you to go out and sell yourself off. They want you not to get yourself together. They want you to sit here and slip and fall. You got to be very careful in this season of recovery. This is a season that you recover yourself, recover your senses, recover your finances, and believe me, the enemy is close. I'm taking hits. Today, I woke up with hits after hits after hits. I felt something dragging on me. I felt something on me. I'm tired, right? And it seemed like my whole day got just thrown straight off, right? But I knew that I had to press, I had to push, because there's people that meets me here. Peace and blessings, everyone. There's people that meets me here, and I just want to always greet you in such a way that you will begin to understand why this is important at the beginning of this week. We at the beginning on a Monday in the evening time, 7 o'clock hour, evening time. And what we looking for? We looking for everything we need in order to get through the next 5 days. I think by the time you get to Friday and Saturday, you can figure it out by that time. But it's always Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? That gets and trips a lot of us up. Well, why do it trip us up? Because we don't go in with the right attitude. We don't go in with no motivation. We don't go in with no encouragement. We don't go in with no inspiration. We don't go. Some of us, we wake up in the morning. Thank you, God. I say that same little routine prayer. You get what I'm saying? Some of us, we still sleep in Sunday, right? We was after church was so great and good, and that was the Sabbath day. Keep in mind, the Lord rested on the Sabbath day. So Sunday is the Sabbath of day of rest. Some people, I don't want to get in no trouble, they believe it's the Sabbath day is Saturday. For some Muslim, they believe it's Friday. I don't care if it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's really what you believe and what you need to do. Some of us, we are so traditionally routine that tradition have killed the freedom. And that's why you don't have the freedom to think a different way. That's why you don't have the freedom to go a different way. You challenge everything. And so it keeps you stuck. Stuck where? Stuck in areas and places you really shouldn't be. Powerful. Yes, you are. I don't take that away from no one. I believe everyone that's called to this feed line is a powerful person. Let's start there. But you can be powerful in the wrong area. You can be powerful in the wrong location. You can be powerful in the wrong situation, and it can keep you there longer than you should be there. Some of us, you have given up, and you have given in to your current situation. You don't want to move. I learned this the hard way. Some of the people that you've been called to or that you assisted, they're not wrong for deciding that, hey, I'm just going to call it quits. I'm going to live here in this area, and that's it. And some of these people are your role models. Some of these people you looked up to. Some of these people is like, no, they got potential. Please, I need for you, girl, to try again. I need for you, man, my bro. I need you to try again, bro. Come on, that ain't it. Please don't fall in love with her. Bro, I know her. This ain't it. This ain't it, bro. Remember last week I told you, you're gonna have to be able to tell people this ain't it. That means you a director right now. What you trying to do? You trying to direct this scene because you see if they make this choice, they die right here. This is the scene. It don't go no further. There's no prosperity. There's no growth. There's no goodness right now. Right? There's nothing coming with this right here. Nothing will come out of this. This ain't it. You have to have enough in you to tell somebody else this ain't it. But let's just rewind it on back to those people, because I want to cap this off real quick. Some people don't want to move from where they at. They done got comfortable. But for you, you are not allowed to get comfortable. I told you this. We have to march and we have to move. We have to shift right now. This is a vacation type season for many people, not you. You have to consider the ants. The ants don't have no leaders, right? But yet they work during the time where everybody else is having a funky good time. It looks like the enemy is winning. It looks like the one that looked up to you, now you look up to them now for some reason. It looked like the one you had to counsel, the one that was watching you to ask you for advice now. Now you working so hard that when you take your eyes off of what you doing and you look at what they doing, they sipping on a margarita, they got a 1952 tequila, they out here having a good time at the barbecue, and you wondering why your name didn't come up, why they didn't call you, why they didn't consider you, why they didn't invite you. Because this is not your time. You gonna have your time. This ain't it. We have to keep it moving. There's 3 types of people that I need you to watch out for in your environment. Some people you need, some people you don't need. What I look to do is cut this thing, because I want to help you to choose what you don't need, right? And I need you to also make sure you respect what you do need. This is where balance comes in at. This is also where we are confused at, because no one is giving us a thorough understanding or even a foundation or even a brick that look at this right here. This is what we can do, right? We have to stop treating fake people like they real and stop treating real people like they fake. If you can't figure this part out, it's not in the individual, it's in the person that's doing the evaluation. I hope that this person ain't you. That's why I have to give this to you quickly as I can. I repeat, we have to stop treating fake people like they real. And that's a lot of your girlfriends. That's a lot of your family. That's a lot of them, your male, the homeboys and things like that. They not real people, right? You can't treat them real because you can't depend on them for anything. You can't even get the truth out of them. They can't even correct you, and you won't even allow them to correct you. Why? Because you know so much of their dirt that guess what? They don't even have a voice to even tell you about you, because you have funded their ability to keep them in a low place. You see, some people, they can't rise up because the moment you rise, they rise up. That's the moment you putting them out. Oh, that's how you think about me? Well, don't give me my money. Don't ask me for no help. You know what? You get your stuff and you move out. And that's the wrong way to move. Some of you so by yourself, but you need someone else. Yes, we are the Invisible Crown Army. We come together through I Am My Life Coach. I Am My Life Coach is a self-affirmation. It's a tool, right? That's self-manifestation. That's what makes us present. So every last one of you is present right now. Me, I'm a self-help teacher, right? So I'm teaching what it is I brought to the world by God. He allowed me to bring some work for a few of you, right? For a few. And I'm going to get to why it's only a few, right? Because if you can get it, then there are going to be some people that I sent that's sent to you, and they don't get to come here. They got to come to you. So I'm grateful that I get a chance to work out with you. I get a chance to sit here and embrace where you at right now, as well as you get the chance to see my growth too. So it's just not about you. It's also about me as well. So I just want to get back to the recap. I was talking about checkmate, right? Checkmate. Only God can really give you the checkmate. Checkmate is when you understanding, your position, and you understand that you don't fight with the things of the world no more. I was on a men's leadership conference this past Saturday, and it was on the phone, men's meet. And so when I got on the men's meet, I was told to just listen before I start talking. For some of you, you're going to have to listen first to evaluate what's going on with you. And then you're going to have to speak, right? Speak with the authority that God provided for you so you can get the things done that needs to get done, right? Okay, I'm just checking something. All right. So we in this thing here, and so with the men's meet, and they was talking about resisting the flush, right? Resisting the flush, and what they was expressing is some of the different examples and some of the things that you need to do, to resist the flush. Me personally, I don't like that type of communication. I don't like that type of talk because I believe that, we wasn't brought up in an environment on really what the flush is until we got to become adults, right? Adults like over 21, 30, or even 40, and you go into this setting and you start hearing your flush, and flush is attached to lust and all the things and cravings that your body desires. It's almost like you didn't wing me on anything. If sexing was my problem or that was my issue, at least I can get weaned up off of that thing, right? If drugs is my issue and I find out like, oh man, I'm abusing drugs, right? I mean, I can't go, man, I ain't gonna say what I can't do. I'm just saying there's a program to wean you off of what it is, right? Some of you, there's no sin is a sin, right? But you really didn't hear sin until you got over here. And now we're so gifted at looking at other people's sin that we feel like we can tell people who's in bad positions or why their life is so messed up. But what if I told you overindulging in food is a sin, right? To overeat is a sin. Well, if your weight, this is scientifically a fact. If your weight is a certain weight, right, and you're a certain height, your height and your weight is already predicted for what it is it takes for you to be healthy. So they'll say, hey, you know what? You're healthy, perfect weight, everything. But for some of you, if you get on the scale and that scale says you like 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 40 pounds, 60 pounds, try 80 pounds, overweight, right? You like 5'2" and you like 225 pounds, you overweight. Now, guess what? That's a sin, technically, because you didn't just come this way. You did what you love to do, and doing the things that you love to do, this is good. Doing the things that you love to do, it causes problems in other areas in your life. Some seen and some unseen. Confidence get affected. The way you move get affected. The way you sleep get affected. All these things, right? But my point in only bringing that up, nothing against anyone, but I'm trying to let you see how no self-control in any area in your life, right? Not being disciplined is what pulls you and takes you to areas and things that you and put you in positions for you to have to experience stuff that you shouldn't experience. Some of us gave up on working out. We gave up on love. We gave up on relationships. We gave up on higher learning, which is the problem that I have to deal with many of my friends. I'm on the path for higher learning, right? I didn't say I'm on a path so I can go learn how to get a degree to become a nurse or go learn a new hairstyle so I can do hair. I say a higher learner for self because I want to exercise self-control. I want to carry myself in such a respectable way that I'm able to empower those people that I see fit to be around me, right? So I wanted to get to that. So as I close on this thing about this men meeting and denying the flush, it was so interesting because I was expressing to the person that was leading the leadership meeting. He was expressing how there's sins that you know nothing about, right? You could be sinning and don't know you sinning. Well, in my mind, I'm thinking, if I don't know I'm sinning, then I ain't sinning. I mean, but he was saying, brothers, you gotta be a certain type of way because you can be sinning. And it's the truth. I understood his point. But for me to be a transformation coach, right? Again, to help a caterpillar become a butterfly. Remember, the butterfly never flew before, right? The caterpillar only knows what the caterpillar knows. But what it don't know is that it's going into a cocoon. And there's going to be a time frame where he has to sit still. I believe even in some areas in your life, there's a caterpillar moment going on right now. There's a holding going on in your life right now until you gather all the other things you need, and then this thing will bust open and you'll be ready to go to another level. I'm grateful that I'm been sent and I'm here to go there with you, right? So in closing with the leadership thing, because it was a point that I was driving for that, and I wanted them to understand that for me, when he said flush the sins you could be sinning, first thing I thought about was the invisible crown army. I thought about this feed line. I thought about the fact that when he said, resisting your flesh, right? Resisting your flesh is, this is what I said. Now, if I'm wrong, y'all can tell me I'm wrong. I said, I don't like hearing about the flesh. I don't like people keep saying, you need to resist your flesh, resist your flesh. That's the conversation that I don't want. What I said was, I think I would love it better. I think to be able to resist your flesh is a privilege. It's an opportunity to show your self-discipline. I say when you resist anything, it brings forth self-awareness. For some of us, we have resisted so much that we are aware of everything that's around us. Unfortunately, you haven't done an inventory check of the things that you need around you, because you need some stuff. It's like two ways with this thing. You got two people that's going to come into your life. You got one person that's going to come in and mess your life up completely, and you got another person that's going to come in and build your life up, right? Come on now. But guess what? You're going to be the door, and you're going to be the one that decide whether you open it or not. For some of you, here's your news flash, here's your reality check, here's your checkmate. You already let the wrong person in your life, and they tore everything up. You don't have nothing. Now you want to put your guards up. Now you want to stand at the door. Now you want to keep people from coming in. You won't have no help. This is the wrong time now to be on point now. This is the wrong time now to talk about what you ain't got time for. This is the wrong time now to be saying, man, you know what? I ain't got time for this. I don't feel like doing that. This is the wrong time now to be evaluating somebody else when the evaluation is really on you. You have to evaluate what you have. You have to take a look at what you have. Remember last week I said, listen, just because you have the availability, it can still be considered to be an opportunity for you today. See, the availability, that means you open, not open to date, not open to be in a relationship, because that requires work, right? Like sometimes you got to be like, hey, I'm available to pay the bill. But understand, when I pay the bill, it's coming off my money, right? I'm available to babysit, or I'm available to assist someone. But when you assist someone, it's your resources, it's your energy, it's what you have, right? Well, me personally, I think in self-awareness, which is what we've been learning, is that's how you ground yourself. When you ground yourself, I Am My Life Coach is the only tool, the only thing that was created. I was sent here to teach it. I was sent here to be the first example. I was sent here to experience all the experiences that some of you will never experience. Some of you don't want to experience. Some of you are scared to experience. I'm here to declare I experienced it only so that I can talk the way that I talk. My faith is linked to the experience that I have in my life, meaning it's a real experience. So when I speak, it seems like I speak with power. It seems like I speak with authority. It seems like I speak with conviction, but it also brings correction. It also brings correction. I'm not looking for perfect people. Remember at the beginning, we looking for perfect people when we really should be looking for real people. But instead, what you have a whole list of actors, people acting like they not who they really are. They acting like they got it together. They acting like they need help. They acting like they ready. They acting like they just perfect. I'm the perfect person today. Well, look around at your life. Your reality does not say that you're in a perfect position to receive anything. If anything, your reality says you need some support. You need some support. You need some help. What is your inner concept? For some of you, I'm a Christian. For some of you, I'm a Baptist. For some of you, I ain't nothing. I'm GD. I'm Stone. For some of you, I'm an Eastern Star, as if Eastern Star gonna save you. It's just being a Mason gonna get you into heavenly places, right? Come on, y'all. Let's be real about this thing. Being in a delta or being in a sorority, as if that's really gonna save your life. It does not. It does not. Religion do not save you. Jesus does. My only concern is I don't see relationships. So being that I don't see relationship, a lot of us are not having conversations like communication, because I can take a conviction if you're correcting me. What I can't do is have somebody spectating, rooting for me to fail, rooting for me to fall, rooting for me not to hit the things that my life, what I want out of life. You see, so many people are in your life sabotaging your life. You have to watch out for 3 types of people. One, a blind person. A blind person is the people with no vision. Where am I getting this from? I'm getting this from scripture right now. I'm getting this from scripture. You got to watch out for the blind person. Who else you have to watch out for? You have to watch out for the mute person. This is the person that just can't speak anything. No life, no nothing. All these people still exist to this day. A lot of them are acting in your life right now. And literally they're waiting on you, because the moment you become strong in authority, the moment you get your power that you're finna receive today, the moment that you realign yourself up and you get this tune up, which is the right type of attitude, is the moment, is what I told the brothers them in the leadership conversation, is you become self-aware. Just because I said it's not really my sins, but you can have people around you that has sins that's not your sins. But since you around these people affects your life. And my point is, if you become conscious of who you are and whom you are, then these type of things won't take you down. Actually, you can wait for the right moment, like Christ, like Jesus. He said, this is not my time. And for some of us, it's just because you see it, you should know when to deal with it and how to deal with it. Some of us, we want to address everything in that moment. Like, oh, I got to say this because I'm going to forget. You mean tell me you got a forgetful spirit that you got to be rude? You will never hit your target trying to rush anything in somebody's life, right? Like, I had to listen to somebody putting me down. They said, you know what? You need to practice what you preach. I said, isn't that amazing that this person got a spirit on them? Like, a lot of us do this. We believe that we got enough in us to tell somebody else what they need to do. Listen to that word. They talking about me. You need, right? Like, how do you get to the point where you can tell somebody what they need? Last time I checked, all your prayers went on you. Last time I checked, the things you need out of life is what you should be asking God for, or you working towards, right? If I need to practice, right? Practice is self-manifestation. So when you self-manifest something, you're practicing it in the natural realm. You practicing who you want to be. You practicing how you want to walk. You practicing how you want to manifestation, right? Preach is more like a spiritual word. And when I hear practice, natural, spirit, unseen, right? And I think that's what we doing. I think that's where we at right now. But see, people say things to harm you. People say things to hurt you. You know what I mean? And it's not healthy for you as well as themselves. But keep in mind, we here so we can be better. We here so we can move forward. We here because, guess, I just want to be real. I just want real people. That's it. I just want real people that's at the progress, right? And not afraid to go through the process, right? For some of you in a bad area in your life. It might be the finances. It might be the emotion. It might be emotional because you lost a loved one, family member, a partner, the perfect partner at that time. But you can't get stuck looking backwards because what you're looking for is ahead of you. You see, if we get everything we supposed to get moving forward, we will never have to look backwards. If you get everything you're supposed to get going forward, you will never have to look backwards for anything. In the recap last week, I said some people's lives is like something I put in my book. It's called the AZ chart. You know, the alphabets have 26 letters, right? The last letter is Z. The first letter is A. I say in life, for some of you, think about your life. Think about your life, right? When you desire something, when you want something, right? You have to go letter by letter. For some of you, your life says A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z at the end. And some of you are at this end right now. You are at the end, you are at Z, and you ready to date, you ready to find somebody, you ready for somebody to jump you off or you to jump somebody else off. Notice the jump off. You ready to get jumped off and fired up so you feel like you in purpose right now. But if you don't get jumped off, right, or jump somebody else off, then you feel like you ain't got no purpose, right? Listen to this. That's because all those other letters, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, right? W, right? Those letters completes the rest of your life, okay? But you go to X, Y, and Z. So you at the end, and when you're meeting somebody, you don't have nothing to bring. You don't have nothing to offer. So you don't get you running and racing through everything. So you upset, frustrated, and mad because you don't get a chance to enjoy anything. You don't chew your food up. You don't cut your stuff nicely. You don't take the time to get dressed. You spend more time outwardly than you do inwardly with yourself right now. Some of us, we just think about the outfit and think about how we gonna look, but you ain't put on your armor of protection, saying I gotta protect my spirit. I'm on a 1 drink minimum in the night. My bank account ain't allowing me to do this here. I don't want to have nobody in my face. No, I'm not accepting no drinks tonight. You ain't told yourself about what to expect for any environment that you're going through. You didn't case the joint out, right? And so I wanted to say this too, to add to last week's feed, is when you become angry, when you become frustrated, when you become mad, do a time check. When you become frustrated, angry, and mad at someone, or when somebody say, I hate you, listen to this. You are looking at them, and based on what they're doing, is what's triggering you to be frustrated, what's triggering you to be angry, what's triggering something in you to say, I hate that lion, whatever, right? Okay, listen to that. For some of you, be honest. Some people, when you see them, they just turn you straight off, right? I mean, it just change your whole mood. Watch this. Based on what they do, it impacts how you feel and what you do. The same applies on the other side. When you say you love someone because of what they do. You love them for what they do and what they are doing, being themselves. I need you to understand this. I want to get it to you a little bit better, so I'm going to run back around and recap it one more time. You can have somebody in your life that frustrates you, make you mad, just bring out the worst in you. You just don't have time for them. When you see them, they get on your nerves. You be like, look, just stay over there. They could be a family member. It could be a relationship. But notice, it's what they do that triggers this in you. So it's their actions that trigger this in you. Flip it to the other side. When you see someone and you observing that individual being who they are, you love them because of who they are, what they do, how they handle themselves. You can be in love with them. I'm guilty of this. Jill Scott, a long time. I love that lady. Loved her just because I love listening to her story. I love listening to the way she resembled who it is she is and how she wanted to embrace the partner in her life. I could have sworn she was talking about me. Here's the problem with the disconnect, and I want to show you how tricky the mind is. You can say, I love you, right? You're really saying you love them for what they do. They could say, I love you too. But they love do not mean it's because of what you do. That's how messed up the mind can work, right? That when you say you love them, it's because, man, I love the fact that, man, I just love them. Look at them sing up there. Look at them dance up there. Look at them how they just love playing basketball. Look at her how she just love building clothes, or how she just deal with kids, or how she handle her kids. Look at her. Look at my wife in the kitchen just cooking. I just love to watch her. What you doing? Just watching you. I love you being you. But when somebody said, I love you too, this is where craziness kick in at. This is where you got to be careful on your I love you twos. And ladies, you very guilty of this one. Because somebody could tell you they love you. You can be like, I love you too. No, it's not the same. You cannot view your love for somebody as based on who they are. But when it comes down to your love and the love you're supposed to receive, it will be based on who you are. And some of you are so disabled. Oh man, go KB mode. Some of you are so disabled in terms of self that you never manifest yourself and you never bring yourself out. That's why the people that you are around, notice I'm using the people that you are around, actors. You have a lot of actors in your life with no directors. They don't listen to God. So basically no one directing them when it comes down to relationship. No one directing them when it comes down to finances. No one directing them when it comes down to family. No one directing them when it comes down to character and attitude. No one's directing you when it comes down to you, because that's your responsibility. Doctors don't make you healthy. Teachers don't make you learn. Trainers don't make you fit. Coaches don't make you rich. At some point, you got to realize it's your responsibility to bring forth your results and who it is you are. And that's why we're here today. We're here to talk about the responsibility. So I want to use the rest of this time that I have now to get on into when I flip the script, right? I like to flip the script because I feel like somebody need to give it to us in a way where we can receive it and we can use it right now. Some of you, you're mentally starving right now. You need that money. You need some finances, right? You need to figure out another way. You know that you got all this energy in you. It's just you got too many actors around you. Ain't nobody want to step up and say, man, let's do this right now, right? Your ambition is to an all-time minimum because you're around the wrong group of people, right? I believe on this feed line is the right people. On this feed line, we got nothing but hitters. We got nothing but people that got all type of energies right now. We done seen it all, done it all at this point, and we're ready to move forward. So I want to flip the script with you guys. You know, and make sure you watch the last two feeds and make sure you share the feeds. That's what I asked you to do for the work right now. Some of you really got to check your data plan. I was told this. Your data plan is basically your storage, right? Your storage. You got storage. That means your errors. You got a lot of areas. I ran up on somebody and they were like, that's covered in the blood, right? I'm looking like you don't have no more space in the blood. Your stuff that you have is on you right now. We need to check in with God, get you free so we can free up some space because you got, I don't know how much blood he gave you, but it don't seem like you want to fix nothing. And it seems like you don't have enough space to put nothing else under there. Even your phone got limited storage space. Okay. And for some of you, you don't do enough in the spirit, by the spirit, right? You don't sow into people. You don't donate to a cause. You don't support anybody. You don't support things that support you. And that's the worst thing you can do, I think, right? So that's how you get data space. That means you get more blood, right? You get more blood to cover up some of your errors and mistakes. So stop thinking everything that you think you covered in blood that is under there. Because how you ever took a picture with your phone and it says no memory. No memory. What do you mean? That means you got to delete something. In order to take a new picture, to film a new video, you got to delete some, you got to free up some space. Some of you, your errors and mistakes, your dating and your way of dating, you got so many little ninjas underneath this blood right here that trust and believe me, one false move, you're going to have 14 of your exes coming at you. Like, girl, what's going on? What night? Man, I want to hang out with you. I saw your other dude over there. I had to wait till he leave. It's going to seem like somebody playing on your life right now. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of this stuff has to stop. A lot of this stuff we have to check. Too many actors, not enough directors. Because if I'm direct your movie, you need a new movie. We need a new script. We need a new role. This dude here. We need a new script. We need a new role. And that's just how it is, how it's going to be. So I want to flip the script. I got two things I want to hit. Then we're going to get up out of here. But I got to give you this because this right here just, it touched me in such a way today, right? Go to Daniel 3, right? I'm going to flip the script for you. Flip the script for you. I'm going to flip this script real quick. Watch this. I'm going to show you how you got actors, but you have to also understand you got some people that's following you. I don't ever want to mess up people that's following me. That's why I need people to be leaders around me. I need people to recognize that it's on you and you have people following you. That's just how important it is for you to be around the right people. I have to be around the right sources, the right people, because at the end of the day, we have too much on the line. That's what this feed line is about. Daniel 3, absolutely. Listen, look at this. Verse 8. I just want to start with verse 8. At this time, some astrologers came forward and denounced the Jews. Stop right there. Astrologers. There go your signs, right? There go your Leos and your Cancers and your this and this and this and this. Astrologers. This is what's being used right now. Sometimes you guys are still using, I'm compatible with Aries. Me and Aries and Tauruses get along good. Not if your bank account ain't on point. Y'all don't get along good. Not if they don't treat you right and they beating you up. When they was choking you up or putting their hands on you, did you say, did you walk? But some people still will end up doing that line. Them Sagittarius is aggressive. And them Cancers are crybabies. And them Scorpios, they freaks. And it's like, who wrote this foolishness that your life goes according to something that people done said in the past, which goes to show you, you have power to create whatever you want. So your astrology was actually in scriptures hundreds of years ago, and you wasn't even here hundreds of years ago. But you still mean to tell me your life runs according to theories? Meaning I can sit here and profile you and say, okay, you know what? Aquarius is stingy and they're aggressive and controlling. Cancers are lovable. They're water signs, but they cry babies. Leos, they aggressive, and everybody get a chance to act a fool one time a year on their birthday, and this sign stuff all comes up. So here go astrology right here, right? It says they came forth, right? And they said, bring forth the astrology, right? And they denounced, right? They denounced, meaning whatever you believe in, I'm denouncing that. And no matter how you act, no matter how you are, whether you a Leo, whether you a Libra, whether even the song Signs of Love making Tyrese, right? I once knew a Scorpio, or I once knew a Virgo, and the sex was this way. And I once knew this person, and it was this way. But not one time did I say this person. I once knew a Libra, she was immature. I once knew a Aries, she ain't had no money. I once knew a Leo, he was a liar. I once knew a Sagittarius, she was a creeper and a cheater. I once knew a Gemini. We got two persons. It's like, if you can come up with the fact that you got two persons, how about one person be a poor person and the other person be prosperity? One person be great and rich and wealthy. The other person be poverty, low budget, and down here. Now, which person do you want to be? How about, I know you're going to want to be the better person. But see, you will create this two person and then expect somebody to deal with two heads. Anything that got two heads, retarded. It's either you want to get here or you don't want to get here. It's either you want better or you don't want better. It's either you want something of substance or you don't. But nobody's coming into your life to date what you already dated. For some of you, you done been in relationships. If you ain't in that same relationship now, then what you tried do not work. What you tried do not work. You done been with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different people. And if today you could say you ain't with nobody and you happy with that, that's because you should be happy that your way ran out. What you got wasn't on the market at that point. You was too busy going backwards. What you got is going forward right now. See, when you wanted to dish it out and throw it out and cut it out and put it out, what you was putting out wasn't potent. It wasn't potent enough to get you to a future. It wasn't potent enough to get you to a finish line to make somebody say, I do. I want to own all that potion that you got. You didn't have the right recipe. Why? Because something was missing. Something was missing. So come on, let's go on in here and let's find out what was missing. At that time, some astrologers came forth and denounced the Jews, right? Come on, roll down. Let's roll down. It says, they said to the king Nebuchadnezzar, right? May the king live forever. Your majesty has issued a decree that everyone hears this sound, right? You hear a sound, you got to fall down and worship the image. Stop. Some of you, when you hear something, what you do, you fall out. As soon as a person comes to the club and they say, you want a drink? Soon as you say yes, there go one invitation. You don't let that door come open now. Now they ain't here now. You want to go for a dance? Oh no. Want to buy another drink? Yes. There go number 2. 2 strikes. Right? Same thing Peter got. You want to dance? Oh no. You want to drink? Yes. The rooster crowed. Now you done been handed over, right? And at that moment, anything goes at this point. You remember blaming on the goose, blaming on the henny, blaming on whatever. At that point, you done lost everything because you done accepted an invitation. You didn't even know an invitation could be a drink, right? An invitation could be a drink, especially at the wrong party, at the wrong place, right? So watch this. When you get that drink or when you get that invitation, look what happens, right? The worship, right? And that whoever does not fall down and worship will be thrown in the blazing fire. I talked about the fire last week. I told you guys that some of us, we gonna find God because of the fire. That's how you get God's presence in you. The fire has to be lit. The fire has to be present. And the fire is present today. I look, look, it's always help. Look at that. Make the conversation easy. Ain't that something? I tell you, come on now. Listen to this. So what happened? There's some Jews fused, right? Shamrock, Meshach, and Abednego. They refused to do what it is that they wanted them to do. That's many of you. There has to be some standards. There has to be some principles. There has to be some laws if you're going to exercise the power of self-control, self-awareness, self-worth, self-love. You're going to have to be the biggest cheerleader. You're going to have to be the orchestrator of how your little body moves. And for some of you, you're going to have to use your experience in order for yourself to make this progress. Now, remember, I told you there's 2 people that comes into one person gonna mess up your life. One person gonna help build up a new life for you, right? But the problem is you done already opened up the door and you done let the wrong person in. They done tore your whole little house up. They done tore every damn thing down in your house. You ain't got nothing. Now you on guard. This is the wrong time to be on guard. So when you talking about you got your guards up, what are you guarding when you ain't got nothing? You don't have anything. Now the new person comes into your life, can't get in your life because your guards is up. Listen to this. Remember Jesus, if he knocked, right, and you open up the door, he'll come in. Why do he got to come in when he should have already been in there? You ain't think about that, did you? See, I think about this stuff. When I said, Jesus, come to my heart, come in, I invited him in. But the same time you invited him in, some of you don't put him back out. Ain't no Jesus in them situations, okay? He don't live there. Now he got to come and knock on the door. Hey, I'm knocking. But your guards is up. Why is your guards up? Because the last person that came did not come in the name of the Lord. The last person came in your life, it came in because you like what you saw. You like what you was able to manipulate. You like what they issued. A drink, get your little hair done, right? They see him, buy me what I want. You done been bought to the point where they done put your God out. So you don't have no God in you. That's just the truth. That's so true. So now Jesus got to knock at the door. But we ain't got to that point yet. Let's go ahead. Let me just go and speed through this real quick. It says, if you don't do this, you're going to get thrown in the fire, right? So Shamrock, Meshach, and Abednego. I told you, some of you, this is the example that you're not going to be rolling with a lot of people. You're going to have some people that's sent to roll with you. Whatever you say, they rolling with you. That's why I Am My Life Coach is so important for us because it keeps us grounded. Second of all, it gives us an inner concept. My inner concept is I Am My Life Coach. My inner concept is my invisible crown. My character, my attitude, so my God can be visible now. God's presence needs to be present everywhere you go. It needs to be seen. In who? In you. If you stop looking for it in other people, then other people can see it in you. But you too busy scoping out, looking for something that's really actually inside of you. That's why we're here right now, so I can help you with that. So listen to this. They said that these people pay no attention, right? They serve a God, nor do they worship. Nor do they worship. Some of you worship the wrong thing. You worship your own little self, and now you want somebody to worship you. That's bad, because I'm going to tell you where there's a problem at. A man will never worship a woman like that. A woman is too busy worshiping her own self. I know I look good. I know I look this. I know I'm fine. I know I got this. And you can have the worst man. All he got to say is, yep. I agree with you. My point is, I ain't worshiping you. You worshiping yourself. All I did is did a you on you and just said, yep. Everything you just, girl, you know that. How I look. You just in the bathroom 5 hours. I think you should know how you look at this point. You really need some confirmation from me. 5 hours in the bathroom, you gonna come ask me how I look. How does it look on me? Yep, just like that. Because you don't want to hear me tell you that ain't it, right? If you got to keep wiggling down in the club, if you got to keep doing this to your head, that ain't it. You ain't comfortable, right? So watch this. They found out that they didn't worship, right? So furious with rage, verse 13, Nebuchadnezzar, the summer, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Listen to this. So these men brought them to the king, right? Nebuchadnezzar told them, is it true? Stop right there. Here's a conversation that some of you never had. Is it true, right? Is it true that me and you not compatible? Absolutely. It's so true we're not compatible, right? We're not compatible. That's just that could sum up a whole lot of our problems. Some of you and your girlfriends at this point, y'all not compatible. Some of your male friends at this point, y'all not compatible. At this point, you really need to understand compatibility is very important for you, right? So let's go ahead as we press through, right? You're not going to serve my God and what I have set up. See, listen to this. You have to follow what's been set up. If you don't have a setup, then you being set up to follow a setup. Let's be clear. If you don't have a setup, guidelines, rules, principles, do's and don'ts for yourself. That's why I told you responsibility for you is very important. If you don't have a setup, then you got to follow somebody else's setup, right? Which is a setup that will never allow you to get your freedom in terms of who you are. So watch what happens. It says you guys didn't fall down, right? You didn't fall down. Is it true? Wait. Worship of God and set up. Now, when you hear this and you do this, I need y'all to fall down and worship, right? Because y'all some good people. But if you do not worship it, you will be thrown immediately into a blazing fire. Some of you are in this fire right now because you have rejected the things that brings you down, the things that holds you back. You in the fire, but it takes a certain group of people to get in the fire with you. So I'm trying to let you understand. Hey, I'm AJ the Wildfire. So I know I'm in this fire. So we in this fire for a reason, but we don't get no perks because guess what? This is a king talking. Some of you don't even understand that there's kings walking around this joint. We got King KB. We got KB mode on this joint. That's a king. We got kings walking around here. But for some of you, that's why we report to the King of Kings, because the King of Kings is over the kings. But the kings is actually the kingdom-minded people that kind of run some of you people that got the good hearts. So some of you with the good heart, no, I got a good heart. You could be a good heart, but you're in a slave condition right now. So you still supposed to serve God no matter what your conditions is. I'm just here to assist you with getting up out of here because you don't have to be here. Okay, I got a pass to get all of us out of here, but we got to go through this fire in order to get that, to make that happen. So listen to this. Then what God will be able to rescue you from my hand. That is a king talking. My point that I'm trying to explain to you is a king said, what God can rescue you. In other words, for some of you, you can be rescued out of your situation once you understand the situation that you need to be rescued out of. But since you don't know the situation you in, since you don't know that, listen, you ain't got nobody, you ain't with nobody, but guess what? You ain't doing nothing to help the body that you in right now. So you don't have the ability to do what it is you should be able to do. So watch this. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego replied to the king. We do not need to defend ourselves. Stop right there. Some of y'all talk too much. So you always got to defend yourself. You always try to explain yourself to who? To people that's mute, people that's blind, and people that's deaf. You want to explain yourself to the wrong people about why you in the same place they in when technically you shouldn't even be in there. But since you there, how you explain it? I'm only here because I'm single by choice. You single by choice? Are you serious? Look at your background. Look at your resume. You had 10 kills already. That means you died 10 times already. And you on your 11th life right now. And you saying, I'm only by choice. Listen to that. I couldn't put up with it. You couldn't put up with it. Ain't that something? That should be another sign right there that your butt needs to work on you some more. I couldn't put up with it. Because when you become fully equipped and you know how to be a friend, you know how to be a companion, you know how to be a partner, you know how to be a classmate, you know how to be a soulmate, you know how to be a helpmate, then you will be able to put up and make adjustments to anything. When you drive in a car, you don't just drive left everywhere you go. You got to right, you got to left. When you drive a fast car, the speed limit says 55. But the person that's doing 80 and 100 and 150, my car do 220. But do you think I always do 55 when I got power to do more? Some of you so powerful, but the little relationships you participating in, you on basic. You settling for the minimum. Who sit here and sign up for minimum wages? I'm getting minimum conversation because you can't go deep at all. I'm getting minimum love. You think you making love? Trust and believe that is not love making. You can go get a dancer, okay, that will show out for nothing. That ain't minimum. But you get with somebody and they so basic and minimum. You get what I'm saying? And all you think you got it popping. Come on now. We're going to have to balance this out a little bit. You get it? Let's balance it out. So as I reset the room, this is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. Anything goes, you guys. Trust and believe me, you might don't like the conversation, but if you have the intellect, you can follow where I'm going, and it might just help you a little bit. Listen, so Nebuchadnezzar, right? I'm just got to close this. I got one thing I want to touch, but this is running a little too long on this one. So listen, he said, what God going to deliver you from my hand, right? Verse 17. This is Shamrat talking. If we are thrown, listen to the we. See, we. When you got the right person, this ain't no actor. This is a director now. He's directing this movie. If we are thrown, Invisible Crown Army, if we thrown into that blazing fire, the God we serve is able. Serve. Did I not tell you guys last week? You are servants. That's what you are. You are servants. Don't let nobody tell you you a sheep out here. I get the sheep stuff, but sheep has a certain responsibility. That means we don't judge people we being called to help because we don't have no motive or no purpose. Every time somebody come up, you say, hey, how you doing? Oh, you want a drink? It's okay to be nice to a person. But for the person that always think a person trying to holler at them, a person trying to talk to them, a person trying to get with them, that's the foolishness that the world plays. We sent out like sheep. So we don't have no intentions, but the wolves know they want to get in them draws. They want to get there. They want to take it down. They want to take you down, or you want to take them down. You want to see what that thing do, or whatever the case may be. Point taken. You get what I just said now? Them the wolves. They know what they want. Sheep, we just help. We just like helping people, but we get hurt so much because we don't know how to protect our own self, even in helping somebody. He said the servant, the God we serve, is able to deliver. To be delivered from something, you must first have to identify what you stuck in and what you need to be delivered from. Some of you need to be delivered from people like myself. I have a thing where I like to help people become better. But some people are actors. They don't want to help. They don't want to be better. They don't want to be anything. So they'd rather be stuck here in this low bottom place and act like I'm helping them and say, oh, he's helping me because he loves me. I'm not helping you because I love you. I'm helping you because you need to love yourself. And that's why you want to get up out of here. Because if you could see what you in right now, then you will know that nothing can happen. Nothing can grow in this area. Nothing can happen. Nothing can be produced in this area. So no, I'm not helping you because I love you. I'm helping you so you can see that maybe if you love you, then you are allowed the support I'm giving you to get you to another place. And I don't care who you get with at that point. All right. So listen to this. Even if we thrown in the furnace fires, God will will deliver us from it. And he will deliver us from your majesty hand. That right there. The one who think he's calling the shot, my God will even deliver me from you, which tells me that some of you connect to people. God will deliver you from the people you connect to. But if it's God that can deliver you from it, then sometimes God is the one that puts you in it. Some of you better watch who you're trying to get away from. Some people have been assigned to you, and I think you need to be a little more respectful. I think you need to show a little more gratitude because you are ungrateful to the one that God is providing you with so he can help you. But in other words, but for some reason, you believe that you don't want no help. but you just want to get what you've been waiting on, and what you waiting on is on another level. The help is supposed to take you there. But since you rejected the help, you stuck here, and you're going to be stuck here for a long time. Burn up. Watch this. So Shamrat gave him them words. He said, but even if my God don't do it, there go my belief. I am my life coach, Your Majesty. Even if he don't do it, we will not serve your God. We will not worship the image that you have set up. So listen to this. The king, what did he do? His attitude towards them changed. Stop right there. Some people, y'all don't like me, and some people ain't gonna like you. So understand that part. Why? Because when you don't do what they want you to do, their attitude will change. You just saw it right there. The king attitude changed because they let them know, you don't run me. You don't make my choices. You don't make my decisions. You don't pay my bills. Last time I checked, I worked them 40 hours. Last time I checked, I got my own bank account, got my own car, my own credit. I got my own stuff together. I looked in the mirror, saw myself looking good. What I need you for again? And you trying to check me? Lower your voice. You in my house. You can get out. Let's just start that. Get out. See, but some of you don't turn until you don't start prostituting yourself, and you don't started settling because you want to come up on something. Coming up gonna make you lose everything. I advise you to hold your position. You already good. You don't need a whole fleet full of women or men. You already good. You better hold on, because some of you keep trying to shoot dice and gamble with people because you want to see if they can buy you some red bottoms. Go buy your own. You got 2 pair already. They ain't even dope no more. Something new done came out now. You can't keep chasing every trend that comes out. So then Nebuchadnezzar was furious. He threw his attitude towards them changed. He ordered the furnace. He did 7 times hotter as usual. Some of you, your friends are changing on you. You better watch out. They want you to fail. They want you to fall. They want you to bust your head just so they can sit here and say, that's what you get. And I'm trying to tell you, please, let's not give them that opportunity. Let's not give them that moment. I want to lead it there. Because I got to hit one more thing real quick, you guys. I want to lead it there. And I got to hit one more thing, and I'm done. I want to pray us out. This was a smooth rodeo for this one. This one's a real smooth one here tonight. I got to give y'all this one, though. Please roll with me real quick, because I got to give you this one. God told me to give you this. Turn to John 5. John 5. I want to show y'all something, and I'm done. Here's another blessing for you. Yes, God.
Yay.
You told me to slow down. If you lead, then you lead. That's what he said. If you lead, you lead. You leaving, you ain't leaving on me. You leaving on you. John 5. John 5. John 5. It's called the healing pool, right? He want me to run this song back just to make sure that I get us to the point where we need to be. I want to let y'all see something. So y'all know if I put this song on, y'all know we coming to a closing, right? Listen, John 5, right? I want to show you guys something. Pay attention. Listen, y'all ready? Okay. Verse 3. Verse 3. Now listen, this is a pool of healing, right? Healing. Verse 3, John 5 and 3. Here's a great number. This is the NIV. Here's a great number of disabled people used to lie. The blind, the lame, and the paralyzed. Stop. Disabled people have been you and myself. We have been disabled. There's areas in our life that's still disabled. You don't know it's been disabled. Somebody came in your life and disabled this area. They disable anything that will allow you to make progress, right? Some of us, we've been disabled and we still disabled. Some of you disable your ability to connect with God because you want to wait on Sundays for somebody to read to you and tell you about the relationship that they have with God. And then you walk out of there for the whole week thinking you filled and covered. You ain't covered. It's your job. He say, those that meditate on my word day and night. Some of you ain't meditated on anything because you don't know what meditation is. Not to mention what you have meditated on. Whatever you meditate on is what you manifest. Some of you meditate on what's wrong, so you get what's wrong. You meditate on the wrong thing, you get the wrong things. Come on now. If you don't, you reap what you sow. If you reap doubt, that's because you sowed doubt. If you don't sow trust, then you can't reap trust. I'm trying to let you understand that for you to be independent is for you to know how both sides work. One time you was in your ignorance. Ignorance got to have to lose today. And knowledge gonna win today. Whatever you sow, you get something back in return. Your time today allowed you to receive this motivational, let's get motivated, to get you through this week right here. Some of you, I'm a part of your journey, and I'm happy that you are a part of mine. Let's go further. Listen to this. Listen to this. Verse 5, John 5, verse 5. Verse 3. Verse 3. Blind, lame, and paralyzed. Listen. One who was there had been invalid for 38 years. Some of you are 38, 39, 40, 44. You ain't that far away. Some of you still disabled and you haven't got enabled yet. I'm just being honest. Okay. He said, let them know. Let's talk about finance. Let's talk about emotion. Let's talk about spirit. Let's talk about mental. Let's talk about health. One of them areas, let's talk about family. One of them areas you disabled in. You got to agree on that. He said a lot of the times you put your eggs in one bucket. So you try to look at your life from a one bucket standpoint. Let's break them areas up. Even when it comes down to you evaluating somebody else's mental, judgmental is to judge where their mind is at. So you know how to move around this situation. Some of you, you're not, you're trying to be judgmental. No, your mental is what I'm supposed to take a look at so I can see how you process it and what results you get and how you're able to come up with what it is you coming up with. And I need to find out if it's going to work for me, right? Same thing you need to say. So listen, for 38 years, they were disabled. When Jesus saw him lying, Lying, lying to himself, lying to herself, lying thinking she got it all together, lying thinking she cute, lying thinking she fine. All this don't have nothing to do with receiving the Spirit of the Lord. Come on now. Listen to this. There and learn. Some of you have to understand Jesus had to learn about what it is he was about to be dealing with. Sometimes you got to watch what it is you want, observe what it is you want, look at what it is you want, so you can learn what you trying to get or what you trying to sign up for. Some of you plan a role, but you ain't applied for the role that you plan. Because if you apply for the role, then you're going to have some experience. You're going to have to bring your background to the table. You're going to have to bring your social security number to the table. You're going to have to bring your confidence to the table. You're going to have to bring your attitude to the table. You're going to have to let me see what the family look like. Come on now. At the end of the day, you plan a role, but you ain't applied for the role. So the good thing about it is, let's be clear about something. When you apply for something, that means everything changed now. Based on that application says who you are. That application says who you are. And it don't say I'm fine. It don't say I'm cute. It don't say I got a big butt. It don't say I got muscles. It don't say none of those things. Let's be clear. It tells me what's in your head. It tells me how much experience you have. It tells me the skills you have. It tells me everything, just like your resume, what school you went to, how much you pay, where your debt is at, where you put your money at. You put your money in school? Did you put your money in your head, or did you put your money in your breast? Did you put your money in your butt? Because if you put it in your butt, then you got to have new clothes. Your clothes don't fit no more. So now take another toe. Now you got to spend money now on that part right there. What am I saying to you? I need to find out, where is you putting your faith at? Your faith is your confidence. Your confidence is how valuable are you and the position that you signing up for. Some of you, you think you got it all together. Ain't no fun being behind. It's one thing to be behind the desk, but what happens when God turned the table over and put your butt on the other side of that desk? What happens when Jesus sits you on the other side of the table? You want to know what his promise is? He here to tell you, what promise did you make to him? What promise did you promise? Come on now. What did you say you will never do? What did you say you will do? Be a better person. You want another chance, don't you? Ain't no fun when you on the other side of that table. Some of you, you've been interviewing everybody. It's about time you sit on the other side of that table and interview yourself. Interview yourself. This is the self-empowerment line, guys. I'm about to close out. This man had 38 years. Jesus saw him lying there to himself, lying, Lying, there, and learned that he had been in this condition for a long time. Some of you want to get together one meet last week, get back together 2 days later. Y'all in a relationship. No, y'all not. Some people want to get with somebody. Y'all ain't done nothing but change some body fluids. At the end of the day, what y'all have? A misunderstanding, because y'all never had a understanding. Malfunctioning, dysfunctioning, because it ain't going to ever be functioning. Because if it was functioning, then we got to talk different in order to get a different outcome. Okay? So let's be clear about this. He learned that this person was in this condition. I love the Bible. I'm flipping the script for a long time. Long time. Some of you, you've been dating for a long time. Sisters, you in this bracket too. Don't play with me. You've been dating for a long time. And the only person you ain't never dated was yourself. And I'm not talking about taking yourself out to dinner. I'm not talking about taking yourself to the movies. I'm not talking about taking yourself to a trip. I'm talking about dating your intelligence. Because if you saw how intelligent you really is to yourself, you'll be looking like, I need more help. I need more books. I need more something. Because this up here, this thing do not produce anything for me. Some of you need to date your heart. Date your own love within yourself. Date yourself. Date your body. Date your health. You'll walk yourself in the gym. You'll be out here running and doing stuff. Date yourself. Then you will know how to balance what comes into your life. You can't expect peace when you don't bring peace. You don't give peace. Whatever you bring to the table is what you take from the table. You have to bring love in order to get love. But if you don't love yourself, loving yourself is enough to know to let me go if I'm a hindrance to you. What are you telling me? You don't love me. You don't love me no more. You don't love yourself no more. And yes, you're right. You're 100% right. Come on, y'all. Y'all got this today. I'm feeling spirit right now. It says, you don't love me no more. As they should. They should not love you no more. Because God's stepping in now. He said it's time for you to step in. Ain't nobody gonna keep being your part-time lover because you don't love yourself. They got to come in part-time and give you what you can't give yourself. Come on now. You wouldn't ask for nothing. You wouldn't go crazy. You wouldn't go ill. You wouldn't do none of that if you had it inside of you. But you want to come in and sing songs. It's a whole lot of money in this. Last time I checked your bank account, you ain't even looking like, and that ain't a whole lot of money right there now. I can't even sing that song. When that song come on, I be like, I got to be in hell right now. Because right now, my bank account do not tell me I got the rights to be singing this right here. But if you talk about being happy, if you talk about being the spirit, if you talk about God's wealth, if you talk about the things money can't buy, then I'm wealthy right there. Let's be clear. I don't need money to be wealthy. What I need is joy. What I need is peace. What I need is love. What I need is happiness. If you want to brag on something, brag on the things that money cannot buy. Come on now, money cannot buy my happiness. It can't buy my peace. It can't buy my joy. And that's why I sing my song. That's why I do what I do. Yes, God, we hear, God, because you got us here. You got us here at this time as I close out 4 minutes and I'm done. Listen to this. God, Jesus, he saw the man was in this condition for a long time. He asked him, do you want to get well? Do you want to get well? Some of us, we get with people, what is it that you want? You ain't Jesus. You ain't God. What is you want? I'm gonna tell you what I want. I want us to meet me at the mall at the night. I want to get up in that. That's what I want. And that's what you do. What is it that you want? He already got what he wanted when he met you at the bar. He got it 2 days later, and that chapter is done already. You want to go to a new chapter now? Don't ask him what he wants, because you gave him what he wanted. At the end of the day, is what can you build? Is what can we develop? Is what can we heal? Is what can we be delivered from? Come on, y'all, let's go. We want to move, let's move. We can do this. Jesus said, do you want to get well? What if God asks you, do you want to get well? Are you going to lie? Are you going to still sit here and lie there? He said 38 years. 38 years is a lot of time. Come on now, for you to think you got it all together. Some of us, we ain't got it together. We ain't sharp as we think we are. But today, we're going to get this guy, we're going to get this guy right here, this Jesus right here. Listen, sir, the invalid reply. Sir, listen to that. This is the man talking. Sir, the invalid reply. I have no one to help me. Stop right there. Is that not our story? We don't have nobody to help us be encouraged. We don't have nobody to help us love ourselves. We don't have nobody to help us direct us. We don't have an alternate route, but it's been one designed today. We don't have nobody to help shift this thing. We come from messed up backgrounds, unproductive family. We come from an undeveloped community. We come from a educational system. Not everybody, but somebody. And if you went to a good school, then your friends and your family members didn't. It's till we all win. Bad company corrupts good character. And if you have a prestigious background, let's see how well your kids do. Because guess what? You was part of the promise, but your kids ain't proud of the promise that you was promised. They have a whole new promise that goes against you. That's probably why they reject you. Come on now, listen to this. The invalid reply. I have no one to help me get into the pool. You see the help? Everybody needs somebody. I have nobody to help me. Listen to this. When the water is stirred, while I am trying to get in. You get that? At least he's trying. You fail when you stop trying or nobody around you is trying. I don't think people around you are trying. I think that's why we fail it. Or some people think they win it, right? We trying. He's trying. Listen, to get in. I think that's why Jesus came to him. Someone else going down ahead of me. Many people keep going ahead of you. Why? Why are they going ahead of you? Because you ain't taking the time out to identify where you are at right now. What you are, who you are, and where you are is very important. Then verse 8, then Jesus said to him, get up, get up, get up, level up. When it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's up. Get up, pick up. Pick up meaning look at what you have. Pick up that 400 credit score and let's move that thing to a 600 at least. Pick up your face and your mouth and stop drooling over what you don't have. And let's get to what you do have. Come on now. Pick up, right, your pieces around your house. Clean that stuff up. That's an upgrade coming. You can't sell this and you can't get that till you sell this. Sometimes you got to clean up some stuff. You got to clean up some stuff because when you move out of an area, somebody else coming into that area. When you get out of that old house, somebody else going to take the new house, that house. And that's going to be a new house to them and you getting an upgrade. But some of you want to leave a mess. You want to leave a mess. That's why God's sticking you with the mess you trying to leave. See, your next relationship, the next person coming into your life is your bigger, better, greater. But you ain't going to mess that man's life up. You ain't going to stain that man because now you want to carry into the next level. You know, he just had too much going on for me. Well, why you couldn't keep up is my answer. You know, I mean, I ain't finna be one. And that should tell you deny her application. Because already she's saying she ain't got enough to even keep up. You know what I'm saying? With what she tried to lock her butt into. You get what I'm saying? Trying to get more and wasn't ready for more. And end up getting trapped and had to wait on the Lord in the fire, right? I'm done, guys. Pick up that mat. Listen to this next thing. Pick it up and walk. Let's find out where the walk is at. In this next week, your walk is very important. Watch out for people. They're trying to make you fail. They're trying to make you fumble. They're trying to make you fall. And it's the people that surround you. Please don't give them the chance to clap their hands. It might seem like the enemy is winning. That's only because he done enrolled you into some foolishness. Don't get caught in that foolishness. YouTube, peace and blessings. Knowledge win, ignorance lose. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys next week in the 7 o'clock hours. God's will, God's way, all day. Peace and blessings on YouTube. There you go for that. Now listen to this, guys.